Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the RNGIDP channel. Welcome to another night of baseball. Looking forward to bringing that to you. If you're new to the channel, what I've done is I've set up a randomized league, 32 or all 30 teams. I randomized all the rosters, and we're doing a 30 game day with 28 games per team, one home and one away for each league. And so we are in game day 12, as it says in the description. And actually, I think I messed up the description, didn't I? I'll have to change that later. This is game day 11, game day 12. So this is game day 12, and this will be the Toronto Soi Bleu traveling to New York to take on the New York Yankees. Toronto is 5-5, New York is 4-6. I've set the lineups for this, and this will be Toronto. They have, let's see, they've lost 2 in a row. Lost yesterday against Seattle 6-5, and New York comes into this game having lost 3 in a row. They're kind of on a slide, and now they find their record, which was once decent, at 4-3. Now they're sitting at 4-6. So this will be a test for them. They do have a decent pitcher, RNL, on the mound, and let's just get started. Actually, let's go through the lineups here. Toronto will lead off with Cameron Maben in center field. Robinson Cano batting left as the DH. Todd Frazier, third base. Batting third, Albert Pujols, first base. Batting fourth, Jonathan Schoop, batting fifth. And second base, Eric Aybar, the shortstop switch hitter, batting sixth. Michael Taylor in right field, batting seventh. Brandon Geyer in left field, hitting eighth. And the catcher is Francisco Cervelli. All right, and we'll get to the lineup for New York when they come up to bat. But they have RNL up on the mound. So let's get this started. Hopefully you can see all right. I got a new camera, so still working on all the settings, but let's get ready for some baseball. All right, we have a 3-4, which is a ground ball third base A, so that is a ground out to Valencia, who's out at third for New York, and that goes down as a 5-3. 1 out for RNL here in the top of the first. Just getting started. Robinson Cano up to bat. That is a... So I'm playing the advanced rules, but I'm using the ballpark effects from Super Advanced. So for this, we have a single chance, and so we are in New York, which is he's a left-handed batter, which is a 1-10 is a single, and that is a 6. And so that is a single for the DH Robinson Cano. He is a D stealer, so he is probably not going anywhere, but let's just check the catcher anyway. The catcher is a 0 arm, so that might come into play later. All right, Todd Frazier steps in, man on first. And this is a 4-6, so that's a fly ball to Santana, who's out in center field, and that is 2 outs. And Albert Pujols steps in. Albert Pujols batting from the right-hand side. That's a 2-8. That is a grounder back to the pitcher, Harang. And a little dribbler out in front. Harang throws it over to Ruff at first. And that is the end of the top of the first inning with 1 hit for Cano. No runs, no errors. Irving Santana is making the start for Toronto. And let's go through the lineup for New York. Santana is in center field. Domingo Santana. Ahire Adrianza is the shortstop, batting second. Alex Gordon, then left field, batting third. Danny Valencia is batting cleanup and at third base. Seth Smith is the DH, batting left-handed. Darren Ruff is at first base. Dominic Brown, who's gotten off to a torrid start this season so far. I believe he's second in the league in batting right now, hitting .429. So he started off the season batting 9th for New York, and now he has moved up his way up the lineup. Hey, Henry Berta, thanks for the comment. Thanks for joining me here. Some late night Strat-O-Matic baseball. We are going through the New York Yankees lineup. We have John Ryan Murphy hitting 8th, and Micah Johnson in 9th, batting 9th and playing second base. So Domingo Santana comes up, and let's get this one started for Irving Santana. That's a 3-4, and that's a ballpark single chance. He is a right-handed batter, and that will be a 1-4 chance, a slim chance, and he does not. So that is a line out to shortstop to get this started. 1 out, and Adrianza will come up, the switch hitter. Let's see what he can do. This is a 3-3. It's a grounder to shortstop. The shortstop is Ibar. He tosses it over to Pujols, and that's 2 outs. 2 outs now. And Alex Gordon, the big lefty, comes up. He's got a nice card. We'll see what he can do with it. It is a 5-9, and this is a home run chance. 1-12, it's a home run. He is normal power from the left side. 1-12 homer. 13-20 is a double. And that one is out of here. Alex Gordon hits a homer. Solo shot to open the scoring. New York is up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Danny Valencia coming in. He's been a hot hitter to start the season here. And let's see what he can do. This is a 5-2. That is a ballpark home run chance. This could be back-to-back. New York, let's see. They have a 1-16 chance, both left and right-hander batters, to get a home run. And that's another home run. So back-to-back home runs for Alex Gordon and Danny Valencia. And Irvin Santana was cruising for the first 2 outs, but now running into some trouble. Let's see what Seth Smith can do. The lefty. Seth Smith looking to make it back-to-back-to-back. Oh, can't drop the dice though. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see. This is a 3-8, and Seth Smith dribbles one out to the pitcher, and that will be an out. So the third out comes from Seth Smith, but not before back-to-back home runs from Gordon and Valencia, the big boys in the lineup. The number 3 and number 4 hitters doing what they're supposed to do. And now Aaron Harang coming back out with a 2-0 lead. Aaron Harang pitches to Jonathan Shoup, and this is a 6-6, which is a single chance, 1-9. It's single. That's a 19, so that's a line out to second. L4. And Eric Ibar is now up. The shortstop, switch hitter. Stepping in from the left-hand side. This is a 5-6, which is that's a single. Single to right field. So he's a B stealer, which we know that the catcher is a 0 arm. So that's a 1 to 13, 1 to 10. So it's a 50-50 shot if we want to steal here. Michael Taylor is a 1 to 15 runner. He's not going to get many double plays, so we're just going to let him hit for now. So we've got a 5 here. 5-2 is a ground ball first base X. So that is a grounder to Darren Ruff. Darren Ruff is a 4 rated first baseman, and that was a 6. So first base 4, 6 is a single, 1 star, right before the error column. So it's a single with 1 star. So squeezes past Ruff. Ibar moves to second. Now we got 2 men on for Brandon Geyer. Harang not pitching with the lead very well. Let's see here what he can do to Geyer. That's a 3-6. 3-6, and he's hit by that pitch. So Harang is getting a little crazy here. Now the bases are loaded for Francisco Cervelli, who's got a decent hitting card and actually is not hitting too bad on the season. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Should they bring the infield in this early? No, they're going to try and go for the double play. So they're going to leave the infield back. They'll give up a run to try and get the double play. So that's a 2-8. It's a fly ball left field B. So this will be a sacrifice fly chance. The left fielder is Alex Gordon, and he is a -4 arm. So let's see what Ibar. Ibar is pretty fast, I think. Ibar is a 1 to 15. A 1 to 15. -4 is a 1 to 11, plus 2 is a 1 to 13. They're going to try it. They're going to try and send him. And that's a sacrifice fly to left. That is successful. Cervelli gets the RBI. And Eric Ibar makes it home before the tag. Now there's 2 outs. And Cameron Maben steps up with men on first and second. 6-8. That's a second base chance. The second baseman is Micah Johnson. Micah Johnson is a 4 rated second baseman. And that was a 4. 4-4 is a single 2 star. So they're going to get another run here. Single 2 star. And Maben drives in a run. And now it's 2-2. Still only 2 down here for Robinson Cano. Men on first and third. Harang has painted himself into a jam here. And we've got a 1-5, which is a grounder to the pitcher. And Harang gets out of it without any more damage. But that lead was short-lived on the back-to-back homers in the bottom of the first. And Harang gives it right back up to Toronto. So now it's 2-2 going into the bottom of the second. Santana coming back out. Darren Ruff steps in. It's a 5-2. That's the home run chance we saw last inning. And New York gives up the home run. So this is going to be a 1 to 16 chance for a home run. There it is. Home run. Darren Ruff. Darren Ruff. Now there's 3 home runs out of the last 4 batters for Santana. All solo shots, though, so he's not in too much trouble. But Dominic Brown is up now. This could be a long evening of pitching if it's going to be like this. So it's a 6-4. The shortstop is Ibar. That's a 3. Ibar is a 2 range second baseman. 2-3 is a ground ball C. So that's going to be an out. The grounder to second base. There's 1 out. Yeah, you're right, Steve. Thanks for joining. No pitcher. They're not really pitching very well right now. We'll see if they can get it straight here. This is a 4-12. That's a grounder first base X to John Ryan Murphy. The first baseman is Albert Pujols, the old man Pujols. Let's see if he can get down and dirty and pick this one off the dirt. He is a first base 2, 18, and he does. That's a ground ball A. So Pujols makes a nice play, tosses it back over to Santana. I'm sorry, and that's the second out. Micah Johnson now finds himself up to bat, and let's see what he can do. This is a 5-7, and hey, look at that. It's the first strikeout of the game. All right, that's the first strikeout for either club, I believe. Yeah. And it comes in the bottom of the second. So that's the third out. We move to the third inning. It is a 3-2 ball game. New York looking to inch closer back to 500 with a win here today. I want to say thank you to those joining me here. I saw Henry and Steve. If anybody else is joining me here, make sure to say hi in the chat. I'd love to know that you're joining me here. All right, Aaron Hering is back out on the mound. Todd Frazier is up. It's a 4-12. There's a home run chance. 1-16. And it's a 15. So Todd Frazier goes deep. This is going to be it's going to be a long game. These pitchers, I don't know how much longer these pitchers are going to last. Albert Pujols steps in. And that is a 3. Oh boy, look at that column. 3-10. That is a 1-12 home run, 13-20 double. And that is a 15. So it's not a home run, it's a double. Double for Pujols. And given the way this game has gone, I'm surprised that wasn't a home run. Jonathan Schoop now. Nobody out here. The top of the third. 1 run already in off a home run from Todd Frazier. And that's a 2-7. And that is a straight double for Jonathan Schoop. So back-to-back doubles after the leadoff home run to this inning. And now this game has gotten a little batty. A little nutty. Because now the Toronto have the 4-3 lead. Still nobody out. Eric Ibar. We're going to have to keep a close eye on Hering there and see if we might have to go get him. This is a 4-8. And that's a walk. So didn't want to deal with Ibar. And now there's 2 on. Let's see who the long man is for New York. Yeah, I could go get Michael Blazek out of the pen. He might have to go do that. We'll give him... He's at the bottom of the order here. Yeah, Steve, this has been batting practice. Man, I hate to go and get him so early. We'll give him another try here. Michael Taylor. That's a 1-2. That's a ballpark single, which is, let's see here, New York 1-4 for a right-handed batter. And it's a 9. So that is a line out to short, and they give him the old Bronx cheer as he gets it out here. Michael Taylor lines out to first, or to shortstop. Brandon Guyer now. Brandon Guyer That 2 column, that one's got a lot of black ink on it, so we'll see what we got here. 2, so this is a 3-3, and that's a pop-up to shortstop for the second out. All right, so Harang, he may get out of this inning with only giving up 2 runs. We'll see. Now Francisco Cervelli's up. Francisco, that is a 6-4. That's a fly ball center field X. The center fielder Santana is under it, and he makes a dive. We'll see what happens. The center fielder 4-5. That's not looking good. He misses it. That's a single 2-star. So that is going to score a run. That scores Shoop from second. Ibar moves to third. And I think we may have to go get Harang. He's just not fooling anybody. And I don't know if we want to go back around the order with Harang up there. Let's look at Blazek's card. Blazek went 5-3 with a 2.43 ERA, 47 strikeouts. Yep, we're gonna get Harang. Can't afford to give up many more, or else we get blown out here. So New York is gonna make a pitching change. They're going to the righty, Michael Blazek. Harang, he went 2 2/3, so 2.6. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. That's 6 runs so far. No strikeouts. And he walked 1 batter. He's still on the hook for 2 men on. As Cameron Maben comes up. Let's see if Michael Blazek can do any better. This is a 3-8. Nope, that's a single to left field. There's no stars there, so they could. Well, that's going to score Ibar anyway. And Cervelli's not fast, so they're not going to send him anyway. So that scores another run. Maben's got his second RBI of the day. Yeah, Harang's ERA was not good coming into this game anyway. And yeah, that's going to be ugly. That's another run that just got charged to him too. So Robinson Cano comes up, 2 men on. 3-9. That is a, oh my gosh. The one non-hit in that column, and it got rolled. That's a ground ball pitcher A. So Blazek finally stops the bleeding. 1-3 for the third out. The bleeding has been done though, giving up 4 runs there in the 3rd inning. And now Toronto has a 6-3 lead. But this one's far from over because nobody's been able to pitch here. We'll see if Santana can settle down. And with Santana coming up, this is a 5-7. Hey, look at that. Strikeout. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Santana. Maybe, just maybe, we might get a 1-2-3 inning here. All right, Adrianza comes up. It's a 6-5. That's a shortstop chance. Shortstop's X. That's a Ibar. Ibar, I believe I looked before. It was a 2. Yep, he is a 2. So shortstop 2 range 8. That's going to his error rating. He's an E18, so this may not be pretty. I guess that's okay on the shortstop. E18, and we roll a 5. Nope, that's an error on the shortstop's Ibar. Because of course. So E6. And Adrianza is on. All right, let's see. So Alex Gordon comes up with a man on. Adrianza is a C stealer. Cervelli, the catcher, is a +1. And let's see here. That's a 2-8. That's a fly ball, left field B. And so there'll be no advancement there. Yeah, Steve, the reason why I put my dice, and Steve says he likes the way I put the dice on the cards, and it just, I tend to go too fast, and I'm looking at all kinds of things at once, even if I'm not doing it on camera. And so just knowing that I can look away and then not have to remember what the dice rolls were, and I could just go look at the exact column and number without even having to think about it, it just makes it easier for me to reference that. So yeah, thanks Steve. All right, so let's see what Valencia can do with 2 out here. That's a 2-8, and that's a strikeout. So Urban Santana pitches around the error, and maybe he's getting stronger here because there was no runs. There were no runs in that inning, the bottom half. So Toronto, who is a better record, maybe they've started to figure it out here. Michael Blazek, though, is going to come back out for Yankees. He got out of that last inning. Might as well keep him going here. This is a 5-6. Hey, look at that. It's a strikeout. First strikeout for Blazek. And I believe the first strikeout that Toronto has suffered this game so far. Albert Pujols now is up. 2-3, ground out to first base. That is the first baseman, Darren Ruff. Tosses it over to Blazek, and that is the second out of the inning. Now we're starting to cook here. Jonathan Scoop. I never know how to pronounce that. I saw him during the World Baseball Classic, and it seemed like even the announcers didn't know what to do with that name. And he ends up walking here. Blazek didn't know what to do with him at the mound. So he's on base. Eric Ibar comes up. And that's a 1-9. 1-9 is a 1-7 double chance with 2 stars, or a single 2 stars, 8-20. And that is a single 2 stars. So no run here, but Shoop goes a first to third on the single by Ibar, and now they're in trouble again. Let's see if Blazek can get out of it. He is in his point of weakness is a 2, and he is in his, nope, not yet. He's not in his point of weakness. Let's see here. Oh, missed the box. 1-4. That's a walk. So now he's in some trouble because he's walked the bases loaded. And you've got Brandon Guyer coming up. He's going to have to just wear it even if he just gives up some runs here, because there's not a whole lot left in that bullpen. That bullpen it's all right-handers, and none of them are all that great. The back end is decent with Hudson and Perkins, but the middle relief is not all that great. So Blazek, it's yours. You got 2 outs here. Let's see if we can get him out. It's a 2-4, and Guyer fouls out to third base. So Valencia makes a nice play in foul territory, and Blazek gets out of the inning with no runs given up. Interesting. A lot of action, but no runs in the, the top of the 4th. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Urban Santana didn't look like he was going to make it this far, but he's still out there. It's a 4-11. Of course, I say that, and he ends up walking Seth Smith. So Seth Smith is aboard for Darren Ruff, who seems to have been involved in every play so far this game. Let's see what he can do. That's a 4-6, and he walks. All right, well, this is a not a good start to the inning for Santana. hold on. I don't think I gave anybody RBIs for that last one, did I? 5. Frazier needs an RBI, and Pujols needs an RBI. Oops, no, not Pujols. Sorry, Shoop. I like to keep stats a little bit during the game just because it makes it a little easier to score these things afterward as I put the stats in my spreadsheet. So, alright, so Frazier has an RBI, and so does Shoop. Okay, so Dominic Brown, back to the bottom half of the fourth here. Dominic Brown has 2 men on, and let's see what he can do. This is a 4-5 fly ball center field C. So this one is popped up pretty much to the center fielder Maben, who's running in, makes the catch, and nobody can advance, which is a shame. Let's see here. John Ryan Murphy, the catcher, steps in, and not a whole lot he can do. So he's just going to swing away, try and hit it as hard as he can. With this way this game is going, you never know. So this is a 3-3, which is a ground ball third base A. So he's going to ground into the 5-4-3 double play. Ruff is thrown out at second, and they circle the horn and get Murphy at first to end the inning. But not only that, he has an injury chance here. So Murphy, to add injury to insult, let's see if he gets injured. That is an 11, so that is a 2-game injury. So not only did he ground into a double play, maybe you'll say he pulled his hammy trying to bust it up the line. So J.R. Murphy, he's out for the remainder, plus 2 games. Okay, so the backup catcher is, well, we've got Mike Zunino that we can put in the game, and he will come in and do the catching duties. Zunino, catcher. Okay. All right, and let's bring in Addison Reed from the bullpen for New York. Blazek has given us almost 2 innings. Well, I guess 1 1/3, but he's done all he needs to do. He was getting a little shaky there too, so we are going to bring in Addison Reed. Blazek went 1.3 innings. Closed the book on Harang. He went and gave up 6 runs, all earned. Blazek gave up 2 hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. So Reed takes over. Francisco Cervelli is up to bat. And let's go 6-5, and that is a strikeout. For those of you wondering, this is the 2015 set, not the 2016 current one. This is 2015. I have the 2016 set it's in a box. I haven't gotten to it yet because I started doing this project and haven't picked that one up yet. Ground shortstop A, so that one is a grounder to Adrianza. That's the second out. And with that 16 set, I ordered my own create custom card, thinking about doing another season like this after this one's over, and including myself in the randomized league. So this is a 7-6-7, and that is a single to Cano. He's now 2 for 4 on the day. Yeah, it's only the 4th inning, and he's had 4 at bats. He's hit in 2 of them. And let's see if Frazier, see what he can do. Helmered in the, 2nd inning? This is 3-8. Oh boy, here's another home run chance. 1-15 home run chance. Yep, there's a 2-run homer for Todd Frazier, who is liking the digs in New York. Like he plays there or something. Let's see here. 3, 3, 3. My handwriting has gotten sloppy. Not as sloppy when I'm not on camera. So Todd Frazier has 3 RBI on the day, 2 home runs. Albert Pujols is now up 6, 7. That is a double, 1-16. Or I'm sorry, 1-6, and that is a 6. So there's another double for Pujols. And Addison Reed is, after getting 2 quick outs, is now struggling. The middle of the order for Toronto is giving New York and their bullpen fits. It's a 5-12. That's a chance for Ruff, who's been involved in every single play so far. And Ruff is, I should know this already, a first base 4. So first base 4, a 10 we rolled, and that's going to his error rating. He is an E10. E10 with a 5 is a 1 base error. So Ruff now has committed an error. And E3. And that will get Pujols to 3rd. And Eric Ibar comes up to the plate. Eric Ibar has not been off of the bases yet. 2 hits and a walk. Scored 2 runs. And let's see what he can do. That is a 1-11. That is a single chance. He is hitting from the left side, which is a 1-10 chance. And of course, it's a single, 1 star. Pujols comes in. Shoop to 2nd. And Eric Ibar has his first RBI of the game. He is moving along, moving the chains there. And it is now, it's getting out of hand. What's the score? It's 9-3. We didn't do this. So we are on the top of the 5th. Michael Taylor up to bat, and that is a strikeout. So Reed gets the strikeout to end the inning, but not before he gives up 3 runs. A big blast to Todd Frazier. So 3 more runs, and it's, yes, as I said, a 9-3 ball game. And Irvin Santana might be the beneficiary here. If he can make it through this inning, he might be able to cruise to the victory. He's already 2-0 on the season. Let's see, 5, 9. Micah Johnson has other plans, though. That's a 1-12 home run chance. Although, actually, Micah Johnson is a weak hitter, a weak power hitter. So, let's see. That is a 7, so that's going to be a single. It would have been a home run, but Micah Johnson is a weakling when it comes to hitting homers, even in this park. So he's getting a single. And now Santana. Santana against Santana. Domingo against Irvin. Domingo struck out once. Lined to shortstop. This is a 5-6. And that is another strikeout for Santana on Santana. That is his 4th strikeout of the game. The first out of the 5th inning. The bottom of the 5th. Are you at the bottom of your 5th? Well, go get a refill. All right. Adrianza is up. That is a 6-7. As a ground ball, second base X. So this could be a double play chance. Shoop. Let's see how good defensively he is at second base. He is a second base 2 range. And the 13 just barely misses the error rating. And that is a ground ball B. So it's not going to be a double play. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Adrianza. FC 4-6. They couldn't quite complete the double play. Johnson is out at second. But now Adrianta is on base. And Alex Gordon steps up to the plate. 2 down here. Bottom of the 5th. I just dropped my die. And let's see what Gordon can do. This is a 6. So that is a grounder to Shoop, who controls it this time. Throws over to Albert Pujols for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is the end of the 5th. The score at the end of 5 is 9-3. And Santana has secured enough innings to be able to maybe pull out a victory here. Do we want to go back to Reed? Let's see here. No, we're going to go get David Aardsma. So David Aardsma is going to take over for Addison Reed. And the top of the 6th, the big righty, and Reed he went a full inning, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. All right. So Aardsma is up. Brandon Geyer comes out. If the score keeps up like this, we may be able to get some at-bats for some of the bench guys today. So 5-8, that's a strikeout. So Aardsma starts off the top of the 6th with the strikeout of Brandon Geyer. Francisco Cervelli steps in. That is a 3-8. That's a strikeout as well. So Aardsma starting off strong, but we've seen that already this game. We'll see if he can get out of the inning. Cameron Maben, 6-6. Hey, David Aardsma, let's just take a minute. And give Aardsma a round of applause, because he struck out the side here in the top of the 6th. Congratulations. That was the best pitching performance of the night so far. Struck out Geyer, Cervelli, and Maben. 1, 2, 3. And you know what, Santana has given up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Only 4 hits. He's got 4 strikeouts, so he's not pitching terribly. All the runs have come off of solo home runs, so maybe I haven't been giving him enough credit. But one of the guys that hit a home run is up right now, and that's Danny Valencia. So let's see. That's a 2-11, and that's a home run chance. 1-16, and the die rolled around there, but it's a 14, and that is another home run for Valencia. Maybe I spoke too soon about Santana. That's a 2nd RBI for Valencia. Seth Smith steps in. Let's take a look at the Toronto bullpen. See what we're working with here. I've got 2 setup guys for them. So what is it, the 6th? We could go get one of those, or we could get Neshek, or Hunter Strickland, Zach Putnam. The setup guys are Hatcher and Smith, and the closer is Andrew Miller. So Toronto's got a pretty good bullpen, so we can have a short leash here with Santana. Let's let him pitch to Smith here, see if we can't get an out, and if not, as I drop my die again, I don't know why I keep dropping these die tonight. Let's see what we can do. It's a 2-7. That is a double, 1-16 chance. And that is a double. All right, so they're going to go get him. So Seth Smith doubles, and that's gonna do it. They're gonna go get let's see. I think they'll go get Pat Neshek. They'll get Pat Neshek to finish the 6th here, maybe, if he can. Let's see. All right, the righty, Pat Neshek. Santana went 5+. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Still on the hook for runs. Gave up 4, or struck out 4 batters. Walked 2. Not a bad outing. All right, let's see. So Darren Ruff is up against the new pitcher, Pat Neshek. That's a 4-5. That's a fly ball right field C. So nobody's going to advance there. So that is the first out of the bottom of the 6th. Dominic Brown steps in. Dominic Brown is 0 for 2. He's the second league leading hitter with a 4.29 average coming into this ball game. And that is a 2-6, and Dominic Brown strikes out. The first strikeout for Neshek and the second out of the inning. Mike Zunino, who took over for the injured John Ryan Murphy, who injured his hamstring trying to leg out a what turned out to be a double play in the 4th inning. Zunino, his first at bat. It's a 3-3. That's a grounder to first. So Pujols tosses it over to Neshek, covering the bag. And this one is done with the 6th inning. So Neshek comes in and closes the door after the double from Seth Smith and the homer by Valencia. And now we're going to go back to Aardsma. And I'm going to grab a sip of water here real quick. Okay. Okay, so 7th inning. Top of the 7th, Robinson Cano. 2 for 4 already today. This is a 4-6. That's a home run chance. 1-6 or a double. That's a double for Cano, who just is tearing up the bat today. Just tearing up the pitching. 3rd hit of the game. Todd Frazier steps in. He already has 2 home runs. 3 driven in. Can he make it a hat trick? That's a 3. That's his good column. 3-2. That's a grounder to second. The second baseman, Micah Johnson, picks it up and looks to second, but Cano took off on the bat, and he makes it over to 3rd base. But Frazier is thrown out at first for the first out. So 1 out. Robinson Cano advances to 3rd. Albert Pujols is up to bat. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. And this one is a grounder to 3rd base. The man on 3rd, Cano, holds as Valencia looks him back. And that's the 2nd out. Jonathan Schoop now. Schoop is a double, reached on an error, a walk, and lined out to 2nd base. It's a 6-10. That's a double 1-15 chance. And that's a 10, so that is a double. So that will drive in a run. Jonathan Schoop with his 2nd double of the day. Scores Robinson Cano easily from 3rd. And Schoop has his 2nd RBI of the day. Make it 10 to... Oops. I messed that up, didn't I? It's not 10-3 anymore. Valencia hit a home run the last inning. That was not a 1. That's a 0 there. All right, so it is 10-4. Michael Taylor now. Nope, sorry. Eric Ibar. I already put him out there. Eric Ibar steps up. Eric Ibar reached base every single time. 3 for 3 with a walk. 2-8 or 2-9. I'm sorry. That's a fly ball left field B, but it's the second out or the third out of the inning. Left field. And that's the end of the inning. So Harang, who struck out the side his first inning, gives up a run in his second inning. It's now 10-4. The bottom of the seventh. You know what? Normally I don't like to extend those guys, but Neshek. We're going to leave Neshek in there for Micah Johnson. That's a 6-7, and that is a strikeout. The second strikeout for Neshek. Domingo Santana steps in. That's a 2-6. And Santana is hit by the pitch. So that's his first time on base today. Santana is a D-stealer. Not that he'd be going anywhere anyway, but he's not going anywhere for sure. And yeah, Steve, this one is not over. We saw early in the innings. Those home runs can come quick, and on that ballpark home run check, 1-16 is pretty much homer. That is a 3-11, and that is a ground ball first base B. So that is a fielder's choice 3-6. So the second out of the inning, Santana can't make it to second, but Adrianta runs out the double play. Alex Gordon up with a man on, 2 outs. That's a 1-11. There it is, the home run chance. A 1-16 chance for a home run here in the the tiny little stadium that is New York. And that is a home run. So Alex Gordon hit his second of the day. A 2-run shot. Adrianza rounds the bases ahead of him. And this one it's not over yet, Steve, as he said. That's 3 ribbies for Alex Gordon. And the man that's already hit 2 home runs steps in. So it's 6. What is it? It's 6, 9, 10-6. And do we leave? Yeah, we're going to leave Neshek in for one guy for Valencia. If not, we'll switch him out. So Neshek trying to get out of the inning. It's a 6-3. It's a bouncer back to the pitcher. It's a pitcher X. It's a 3 on the pitcher's card. He is a 4-ranged pitcher, and that is a single, 2 stars. So Valencia hits one right back up the box, and he's back on the base again. And so now they have to go get Neshek, and they're going to bring out one of their setup guys. Let's do Carson Smith. Carson Smith takes over for Neshek. Neshek was cruising along. I don't know what happened to him. I guess his arm got tired. Have you ever seen Neshek pitch for real? His delivery is crazy. Maybe he was doing that too much. Got into trouble here. Santana, let's close the book on him. Gave up 4 runs, 4 earned. And Carson Smith is a righty. Neshek went 1, 1.6. Gave up 2 hits. Struck out 2. And hasn't walked any. Okay, yeah, Neshek, I saw him. I'm a fan of the Rockies in real life, and the Rockies made a trade for him this year, and I saw him pitch. I'm like, what is that guy doing, man? He looks like a pirate out there with the baggy pants and the way he's herky-jerky on the mound. So 2-7. And that is the one part of the card that Seth Smith has some black ink. So that's a 2-7. That's a double 2 stars for a 1-16 roll. And that is a double. So Seth Smith greets the new pitcher Carson Smith with a double. Valencia goes first to third. And let's see, Darren Ruff, who hit a home run in the first inning, or in his first at bat in the second inning. Let's see who we got on the bench. All right-handers. So Darren Ruff, you're gonna bat here. Darren Ruff, this is, you know, they're gonna pull the infield in before I look at the dice roll. They're gonna pull the infield in. Actually, you know what? They're not, because there's 2 outs. I forgot there was 2 outs. So they're not going to pull the infield in. 2 outs. This is a 6-8, and that is a strikeout. So Carson Smith gets a strikeout for the third out of the inning. But this one is not over yet. The end of the 7th. It is a, let's see here, 10-6 ball game. Well, Ardsma is not going to pitch after he gave up some runs last time. It will be either Otero or Gott. I think we're going to get Trevor Gott out of the bullpen. And he will be pitching to Michael Taylor. The way that I randomized this game is, it was not kind to New York. Their bullpen is entirely made up of right-handers, except for the closer. And so they have to get creative with the way they do things. So Ardsma went 2 innings. Let's see, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts with no walks. All right, so Trevor Gott. Michael Taylor steps in. That's a 2-10. There's the strikeout. Michael Taylor strikes out against the new pitcher, Trevor Gott. In the top of the 8th, 10-6 ball game. 5-8. That's a second base chance. So Micah Johnson, that is a 1, which is not good news for a 4-ranged second baseman. That is a single. That is a single for Geyer. Geyer is a B stealer. Cervelli is up. Could we hit and run? They've got a 4-run lead. Do they need to hit and run? That's a 2-6. 2-6 is a ground ball, second base C. So Cervelli hits one to Johnson. Johnson makes the out but can't get the double play. Geyer advances to second base. Hey Steve, thanks for checking in. Hopefully you can make it back for the end of the game. Thank you for commenting. It's been fun to watch it along with you. Cameron Maben is up now against Trevor Gott. 2 outs, top of the 8th. 3-4. That's a grounder to third, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So the top of the 8th is over. No runs were scored. And it's still a 10-6 ball game, and it's not over yet. Not over yet. All right, Dominic Brown. And should we leave Carson Smith in there? No, you know what? We're going to go get the other guy. Going to go get... That's why we have him. Chris Hatcher. Chris Hatcher. We're going to piecemeal this thing together as much as we can. Carson Smith gave up a double last inning. All right, so Neshek, let's close the book on him. Gave up 2 runs, 2 earned. Carson Smith went a third of an inning. Gave up a hit, no runs. 1 strikeout, no walks. We're going to bring out the righty Chris Hatcher. And he will pitch to Dominic Brown, the lefty. This is a 4-7, which is a walk. So not a good start for Hatcher and Toronto. If you're a fan of New York, I guess it's a decent start. All right, Mike Zunino. Zunino, his card, if you can see that, he hit 174. But look at that. He had 11 home runs. Crazy. All right. And this is a 3-4. That's a strikeout. Not sure what I was expecting there. Couldn't pinch hit for him, though, because we don't have any other catchers. Micah Johnson, the lefty. I really do want to pinch hit for him, even though he is a lefty. All right, we're going to pinch hit Pedro Siriaco. He's a pinch hitter, and he can play second base in the 9th. Okay, let's see what he can do. That's a 5-6. And, of course, he comes in and strikes out. That's a 2nd out of the bottom of the 9th. Domingo Santana, who has had a quiet evening thus far. 2 strikeouts, a liner to second, and hit by a pitch. 4-6. That's a strikeout. So Hatcher comes in, walks the leadoff man, but then strikeouts the rest. Strike out the side in the bottom of the 8th. 10-6 ball game. Going into the 9th inning. Trevor Gott is going to continue. Is there a lefty? Trevor Gott. No. I just told you we didn't have any lefties. All right. So Trevor Gott is going to keep going. It's a 3-6. That's a double. 1-17 chance. He hits that one to the fence. It's a double. 1-17. It's a 16. And Robinson Cano, have a day. 2nd double. That is his 4th hit of the day. 4 for 6. And now Todd Frazier. Todd Frazier, 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. Good luck. Good luck, Trevor Gott. You're going to need it. It's a 1-3. That's a grounder to third. So Cano can't go anywhere. It's the first out of the inning. Pujols is now up. Pujols, 2 doubles and 5 chances. And that's a 6-7. That is a fly ball center field B. Cano is going to stay there. Stay where he's at. Jonathan Schoop. Jonathan Schoop is now up. That's 5-3. 5-3, that was. I didn't move it, I promise. 5-3 is a grounder to the pitcher. He is a 2 ranged pitcher, and that's an 11. Of course, that's going to be a error card. His error is a 0, so 0 error is a ground ball A. So this is going to be a 1-3 put out for the 3rd inning, or for the 3rd out of the inning, and that is the end of Toronto's 9th. A leadoff double from Cano, and they can't bring it in. So we go to the bottom of the 9th, and this one is a 10-6 ball game. New York has one last chance to tie it up, and they've got the meat of their order coming up. We're going to keep Chris Hatcher on the mound. That's a 6. Oops, he's a lefty. 6-4 to Adrianza. And that is to a shortstop chance for Eric Ibar. Eric Ibar, we looked before, is a 2-15, and that is a grounder, a ground out. So Adrianza can't get the party started. Grounds out to the shortstop. Alex Gordon now, who's got 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. See if Hatcher can make this happen. 6-3. That's a fly to right field. Michael Taylor is back there. That's a 17. Michael Taylor is a number 2 ranged right fielder, and he makes the play for the 2nd out. And now it's up to Danny Valencia to keep this thing going. Danny Valencia 3 for 4 on the day, a single and 2 homers. The third baseman with 2 ribbies on the day. A 1-8. That's a single chance. It's not very good of a single chance. 1-4. That's a 17. And this one is a grounder to the pitcher, Chris Hatcher. Scoops it up, tosses it over to Pujols, and the game is over. So this started out eventful, and it ended up with some decent pitching down the stretch. But the final, Toronto with 10 runs, New York 6. If you want to stick with me as I add up these totals, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Continue to go over to Twitter at RNGIDP_strat. And I do every time I play one game a night. I post these score sheets up to the Twitter page. You can check them out. Tweet me if you have questions. Leave a comment, leave a like. And I appreciate you watching. Let's see here. Trevor Gott. He went, let's see here, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, one strikeout, and no walks. The winning pitcher was Erwin Santana. The losing pitcher was Aaron Harang. Chris Hatcher went 2 innings. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 innings. No hits. No errors. 3 strikeouts. And 1 walk. The winning pitcher, Erwin Santana, wouldn't have guessed that that would have happened after the first few innings. And the losing pitcher was Aaron Harang. And let me check the stats here. Erwin Santana is now 3-0. And Aaron Harang is now 0-2. Let's see here. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 10, 16, 18 hits for Toronto with 1 error. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for New York. So the totals: 10 runs, 18 hits, 1 error for Toronto. The New York Yankees, 6 runs, 9 hits on an error. And this one is a final. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. As I said before, go check out the Twitter at RNGIDP_Strat. And until next time, thanks for watching.